Welcome to In Conversations With. I'm your host, Ashley Goodfellow. This video series is designed to give you, the Schulich student, an inside look at the specializations that Schulich has to offer. It can be difficult to zero in on one or two areas of focus. What specializations support my strengths? What career opportunities will I have? And how will a specialization give me that competitive advantage? In Conversations With, we'll answer these questions and give you a glimpse of how Schulich is leading the way. Join me as we speak with faculty and alumni about real estate and infrastructure.
There's very little that you do in your daily life, whether where you live, where you work, that you do not rely on real estate, and you also rely on infrastructure for almost everything you do. So it is the underlying structure that allows society to flourish in an urban setting. Well, I think if you're a student that is going to come into this field, the first thing you have to have is a passion for it. If you don't have that passion, I think you'll get lost quickly, but more importantly, your career will be very limited. The second thing is you've got to have a combination of interests that range from the technical to the almost ethereal, from architecture to engineering, how things are made. But on the other hand, you've got to be able to look to the future and say maybe some of the things we're doing today won't work 10 years from now.
I'm with Ellis Dawn Corporation. I'm a senior project director. I work in the Public Infrastructure Development Group. My background is in civil engineering, and I wanted to build on that and on that background, and also get more on the business side of real estate development rather than on the construction and the design side.
One of the things we have to do is we have to bridge between real estate and infrastructure in the curriculum. So some courses are certainly clearer on real estate and other courses, say, on infrastructure. Andre teaches real estate finance, and that's a fundamental. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. But we've had to complement that now with an infrastructure finance course. On the other hand, I'm introducing a new course on sustainable cities this year, which will give people insight into how we're going to have to resolve infrastructure, particularly in emerging economies and cities that are expanding, and we cannot do them in the traditional way.
Schulich has offered a lot of hands-on courses from real estate finance, from development prototypes, from international development. The important aspect is there's a lot of international investors and a lot of international opportunities, and having those courses and having the experience of professors like James McKellar and Andre Kuzmicki is definitely going to open up a lot of opportunities for people who want to transfer their knowledge internationally.
Our alums have done very well in the real estate field because, real estate traditionally you learn it on the job. And so 20 years later you feel, okay, now I'm getting there. Okay, when you come out of a program like ours, you feel I've touched base with all the pieces. So I'm able to do maybe in 5 years what someone traditionally would do in 20. So what students find is they really move in an accelerated way.
A lot of students going through the program in real property, real estate and infrastructure, they go through, there's a variety of careers they could go into. Most of them go into real estate development. They go into the lending community, real estate lending. On the banking side, a lot of them go through as analysts, as real estate finance analysts. Others go on the infrastructure side, the infrastructure analysts too, and development.
You're teaching people, or training people, or educating people for careers that don't exist. And what we do know is these careers are going to be here, and they're already here, and they're very short of skilled people. So in a way, I think it's difficult for students to say, what are the, I'm going to go into infrastructure, because you might know an architect, or you might know marketing, or you may know, but how many people do you know who work in infrastructure? So I think it's one of these things that students are going to discover, as some of our alumni have, and they're doing very well.
Thank you for watching. Join us again for another episode of In Conversations With. For more information, please contact the following references.